Welcome to Dutch Oven Cooking Week with Heather and I. We just thought that it'd be a good idea to talk about some of the equipment that you may want to get when you are working with your Dutch oven. First of all, you need a Dutch oven, right? So what size do I buy? What do I all need to get with it? So hopefully we can answer some of those questions. So this is one of my personal Dutch ovens that we have here. This is a 12-inch one. It's pretty deep. You can get, a 10-inch that's, deeper, or all different sizes. That kind of skinnier ones for maybe more like your desserts and stuff like that. For my family of 5, I thought that the 12-inch would be a really good one for doing our main courses and stuff. But then I also have a 10-inch for doing any sides or desserts. There's also different other kinds that you can get, such as this one we borrowed from Crawdaddy Outdoors. And this one doesn't have any legs on it. Now I have a preference purely because I've only cooked with Dutch ovens with legs on them. So my preference would not be to buy one without legs. However, this is a great one to be able to have a tripod to be able to hold over the top of a fire and cook a soup or something like that. Okay, so once we had the Dutch oven, that's what I personally just started with. I only had the Dutch oven. I didn't have any of the other equipment, so I just started gradually adding to my collection. The next purchase that I personally made is actually purchasing just plain old welding gloves. You can actually get the Lodge brand for Dutch oven cooking. However, I just went out and purchased just some welding gloves that are great to have to protect your hands when you're working with that hot Dutch oven. So that was like my second purchase after I got the Dutch oven. My next purchase was actually a chimney for the coal to go into. It just helps with warming up that coal a lot faster. You place newspaper underneath it and light that newspaper on fire. And then I just use an old pair of tongs from the kitchen to put those coals in, and then once that is hot, use those coals to put on top of my Dutch oven. So having a pair of tongs with this chimney is great. So another thing that we have added to the collection, I personally have this at home. This helps with lifting the lid off and checking onto your food. It also helps with lifting your actual whole pot up and moving it off those coals. So when I'm cooking, I'm usually cooking at a campsite next to the fire ring. Usually I make my area on the outside of the fire ring and put this. So I want to make sure that I'm able to pick that up and carry it to the picnic table so then we can serve from there. I use then those tongs to get those hot coals out of our walking way and back into the fire. Some of the other tools though, so you could have a hook like that, or you can have a hook like this. And this is the kind that Miss Heather has. And you just kind of pick it up like that, and it holds it, and it's nice and steady because you're gonna have hot coals on the top of this also. So that's a really nice and steady handle to be able to do that. But once again, you can grab it and be able to pick up that whole entire pot. So when you're cooking, you want to be able to use this hook. When you're all done, you want to be able to pick it up and put it on to that lid holder there. And so that keeps it off the ground. If you're cooking out when it's cold, you don't want to put the lid onto a cold surface. And so that's going to definitely help keep your lid clean, number one, because you shouldn't have to actually clean the inside of it. And it's going to keep it off the ground. So that's a great thing. And so I'll show you that again. It's this lid holder, and it just folds up nice and easy. Okay, some of the other things that we would like to add to it, maybe to have an old broom to be able to brush off the top of the Dutch oven when you're done cooking, because there's going to be a lot of ash left on here, and so you want to make sure you get that clean. So this being my personal one, we can show you that after a while it starts to get those rusty spots. There's some even leftover ash that we didn't get off on there, so you want to make sure that you're cleaning that off with the brush, and then we're actually going to work on restoring this. So tune in at the end of the week. We will show you how to restore this. But when we're restoring it, we might want to get a brush. This is actually made by the same exact company. We might use this brush to do it. If it's bad enough rust, we might want to use the wire brush to be able to really scrape that off good. Another idea is also you could use cola, so either Pepsi or Coca-Cola, and put that on there and let that cola actually eat away the rust and get down to the good part. The thing about Dutch ovens, if you ever find one in Goodwill, buy it, even if it's super rusty, because you can clean it up and make it brand new again. So you'll need that oil to help you with the cleanup. So those are my items. I did just personally put my whole cookbook, I laminated it and put it in a 3-ring binder. So then it's nice and easy for me to take camping. It's washable, so if we get our grubby little fingers all over it, we can easily clean it up. But that's a few items. You can go above and beyond this, but these are the items that we would recommend. I hope you enjoy Dutch Oven Cooking Week.